When it comes to somebody who's going through depression, depression usually lasts for like more than 2 weeks. So it's one thing if somebody has a depressed mood that they're just kind of down for a day or two. If you start noticing that somebody is down for like 2 weeks straight or even longer, and you've noticed that they started isolating themselves, they're not coming out of whether it be their room or coming out with friends as much, not doing the things that they've always enjoyed doing. They're just not interested in their hobbies and things like that anymore.
When someone is dealing with depression, it can obviously be hard for them to find motivation to complete daily tasks. What are some ways that can kind of prevent this?
One thing is trying to keep busy or stay busy. And when I say keeping busy or staying busy, not overwhelming themselves with being busy, but having like a to-do list, celebrating the little small successes. If it's just, you know what, getting the dishes done, check that off, getting the dishes done. It doesn't have to be clean the entire house. It's an overwhelming task, and if we don't get to it all, then we're feeling even harder on ourselves. Really, it's one of them. With depression, you can manage it. You can work through it. It's not okay for the rest of your life. You're going to be in this sense of depressed mood. Learning healthy coping strategies to manage the depression. Paying attention to, is it just a depressed mood that's kind of going on? Is it just a feeling that I'm having? Can I work through this feeling? But at the same time, with those healthy coping strategies, making sure that you're not isolating yourself and things like that, that you're maintaining the connections and everything. And just self-care, paying attention to your nutrition, your physical fitness, exercise. Statistics show that exercise is one of the best ways to keep yourself from either going into a depression or working out of that depression. When it comes to parents seeing their kiddos struggling with depression, a lot of times I tell them, pick and choose the battles of what you're going to be arguing over. Clean your room, clean your room, clean your room. If, just like an adult, if a kiddo's struggling with depression, they're going to have lack of motivation. They're going to be hard on themselves and struggling to get even some of the littlest tasks done possibly. And it's really picking and choosing. Is it really that important if maybe their bed isn't made, whether it be them doing their homework, if they're feeling like overwhelmed and stressed over testing and things like that, of picking and choosing the battles, listening to them, sitting down, talking to them, being open with them, having some empathy as you're talking to them. Also with parents is letting the school know that kiddo is struggling, talking to a pediatrician, letting the pediatrician know that the kiddo is struggling, as well as possibly looking at professional help, mental health. One thing I do is the school-based counseling. So in the schools, we do have a lot of kiddos that are struggling over different things that are going on in their home life that maybe might not have the supports. The school has some supports there too. So there's different ways for the kiddo to get the help.